I am here in Dallas, Texas. I've been with Lionshare now with their Ethereum contract, and now I'm excited to be here for the pre-launch on the TRON smart contract. Um, I have really enjoyed being part of Lionshare because it has not only helped me financially, it's changed my lifestyle. I'm able to stay home. I had my blessing baby who came late, and she was a surprise baby, and now I'm able to stay home with her, which I think has made all the difference in the world. We're in a moment where it's better for us to stay home, and being able to work from my cell phone and not having to go somewhere away from my family. I mean, it provides a lot of security, right? I feel safer. So I'm so glad that Lionshare has come into my life. Today, the person presenting for us is very knowledgeable about the crypto world, about cryptocurrencies. She's been in network marketing for more than 20 years. She knows how the business is run. And about 10 years ago, she learned about cryptocurrencies and absolutely fell in love with it. Now she started doing smart contracts about 5 years ago. So I like that she's got this guideline of where Lionshare is, and Lionshare has been her favorite, and it has been the most profitable for her. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Amy. Amy, you can go ahead and start sharing.
Great, thank you, Stephanie, for that introduction. As she said, I started with smart contracts about 5 years ago, and I've been in quite a few of them now.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, I am a.
Good morning. We're just going to mute this out right here. It's great to hear you all, and we'll be able to do that at the very end. But right now, we're going to all focus on listening to Amy, so that way we know all about our smart contract.
Okay, so as Stephanie said, I've been involved with smart contracts now for about the last 5 years, and so I've been in quite a few different smart contracts. And so Lionshare definitely is a different type of smart contract, and I'll explain that here a little bit as we go. Things you're going to things you're going to hear me say today during this presentation are TRON, blockchain, smart contract, and again, we're going to kind of go through all of that as we move on through this presentation. I know, or I understand that some of you have never been involved in anything like this, and so these are foreign terms to you, and we're going to try and explain them a little bit so that you fully understand what is going on.
And let me add to that, Amy, that I also had no idea what any of those words meant. You know, and honestly, when I would hear cryptocurrency, anything with blockchain, I stayed away because I thought, you know what, it has to be a scam. It can't be real. And luckily, I found you and other people who educated me and said, you know, this is what it is. And I am so glad that I took the leap of faith of joining Lionshare. You know, I didn't understand it fully. I was maybe at a 20%, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. And it really has changed my life. And I mean, I am looking forward to this launch. And now that we know that Lionshare is going to be a brand, I'm looking forward to all the future launches that we'll have in the future. So it's exciting. Definitely is.
Absolutely. Stephanie, I'm glad you said that brand, because that's really what Lionshare is. We've already got the one Ethereum contract out there. And many people have heard of that, and many people have had a lot of success with that. But Lionshare isn't just about one contract, right? They want to create a brand for themselves. So when you think of, say, Coca-Cola, you think of pop, right? Or soda, cola. They kind of encompass everything when you say, I want a Coke. Lionshare wants to be that way for smart contracts. They are going to be the brand that you know, love, and trust when it comes to smart contracts. You know that they're going to put something out for the people, by the people. You know they're going to put something out that's fair, that is economical, everybody can get into, and that you can trust. You can trust their codes. You know that they're not going to steal from you or scam you. We've already seen it with the Ethereum contract, right? We're not going to lie, we had some glitches, but guess what? Instead of walking away and saying, well, it's not going to work, or I'm just going to take this money, they fought through with all of us every step of the way. They gave us all of the information that we needed, and they fixed all of those issues. So you know that that brand Lionshare, when you see that, it's a tried and true brand at this point in time. So I have every confidence in them that this new TRON contract is going to be just as good. And that is why I'm so excited for this, because again, now we know what Lion Share is all about, right? Now it's just a matter of getting into this new contract. So again, those words that I kind of brought up in the beginning, the blockchain and TRON, all of that, like I said, is maybe completely foreign to quite a few people. I'll start with the TRON, or the TRX. That is simply the cryptocurrency that we are using. Okay, so you've heard of things like Bitcoin, obviously Ethereum has been thrown out there already. Those are all different crypto coins that you can invest in. TRON is just another one of those crypto coins, one that's projected to do very well here in the future. And by that, I mean, if you look at Bitcoin 12 years ago was at 2 cents a share, okay? TRON right now is at 2 cents a share, which means as it trends up, TRON could eventually be worth as much as Bitcoin is right now, which is right around that $10,000 mark, which is absolutely insane. So if you think about it, if you purchase TRON right now at 2 cents a share, and even if you only got 10 shares, right, at 2 cents, that's costing you 20 US cents. And in 5 years, if TRON triples or quadruples, or even just gets to that $20 mark, you'd have thousands sitting in the bank right now. So that's the kind of investments that we're talking about when we talk about cryptocurrency and getting into these smart contracts, okay? So smart contract, what is a smart contract? It is simply a computer program. It is simply lines of code in which tell the computer systems where money needs to come from and where it goes. That's it. It is placed, this code is placed on what we call the blockchain, okay? Every cryptocurrency has its own blockchain. And basically what that is it's the ledger, okay? It's where all of the transactions are held, where you can look at all the transactions. And you know, basically it's just a big spreadsheet of all of these transactions. So when a contract is placed on the blockchain, it can only be done once, right? At that point in time, nothing can ever change it. Nothing can hack into it. It cannot be removed from the blockchain. The only way that this is going to go away is if the blockchain for TRON goes away completely. Okay, that's the only way that anybody can change, or again, this can go away. So these are very, very secure. We've all been part of, I'm sure, of companies who, when you come in, their comp plan is, you know, maybe fairly detailed, hard to understand, and then in 6 months they may actually change that comp plan. I know that I've been a part of quite a few in the past where I'll come in thinking everything's good. I know I need, you know, X amount of people to make X amount of dollars per month, and then by the time I get up to that number of people, guess what? That number's doubled now because the company has changed the comp plan on me. That cannot happen here, okay? You know where your money's coming, when it's coming. All of it is completely transparent, so we can look up every single thing again on this blockchain. And it just makes it, very trustworthy. Again, you know, MLM companies out there like to inflate things a little bit. You see the people, you know, in designer cars and yachts and on vacation all the time saying we can work from home, we can work from our cell phones, enjoy this life. And you kind of fall into that shiny object syndrome, right? We all want that. And it is all obtainable for us if we have the right program. But some of those are inflated. You know, do those people really own those yachts? Are they really truly taking all of those vacations? Or are they stock photos that they're using? Or did they maybe just rent the car for the purpose of the video? And then after that, it's done. It's not really theirs. Well, in this kind of a contract, in these smart contracts, you can tell whether or not they're inflating their profits, okay? You can look them up and you can see exactly what is going on with those at the top with those at the bottom, anybody. Again, all of this is completely transparent and you can see everything. So there is no reason to inflate other than to prove that maybe you like to inflate your numbers. You can't be tricked in this, so to speak. So again, completely decentralized, nobody runs it, no CEO, very secure, cannot be hacked, cannot be removed, cannot be changed, and again, transparent. Those are my 3 favorite features of smart contracts, okay? And the other 3 here, as you can see, this is a peer-to-peer kind of a system, right? You bring somebody in, they in turn pay you. We have direct referrals. The nice thing about Lionshare, or the absolutely great thing about Lionshare, as opposed to other smart contracts out there, is they've created what they call the follow me system, okay? So what that means is that anybody you bring in, okay, any of your direct referrals will never leave you. You don't have to give them to anybody. You won't be forced to have them move up in the company or be given to somebody else. Oh, sorry about that. So all of these are your people. When you bring them in, they stay with you throughout every single level of this contract, okay? And then we all know unlimited earnings. There is no limits to how much you can earn here with these smart contracts. So Lionshare TRON is very much like the Ethereum contract. It's composed of 2 different platforms. We have the L1 platform, which is all about you and your business. And we have the L2 platform, which is all about the team building business, okay? Each of those platforms has 16 slots. So you're gonna have a total of 32 different ways to earn money with this smart contract. And the best thing about this is you start both of those platforms, both the L1 and the L2 start with just 200 TRON. Now I know TRON right now is just under 3 cents a share. It's like 2.8 cents a share. So that means that you can start this business for a little over $7 right now, okay? $7 US will get you into this contract. And again, starting on both of those levels, L1 and L2. So we're gonna get into a little bit deeper here on how we earn, okay? I'm gonna go through platform 1 first, which again, is all about you. It's all about you and your business, right? So this platform, the L1, is about bringing in and sharing this wonderful opportunity with everyone you know, okay? The more people that you bring in, obviously, the more you're going to earn. So that's, again, all up to you, basically, right? So you here are right here in the middle. Obviously, your sponsor is above you, right? And so these matrices here, you can see are just, again, like what we call trinary. So there's 3 people underneath you. This first person that you bring in, that payment's gonna go directly to you. The second person you bring in, that payment's gonna go to you as well. And then that third person that you bring in does something really special for you. The payment goes up to your sponsor, right? Your well-deserved sponsor, the one who brought you into this opportunity. But it also recycles you or cycles you into another matrix. And what I mean by that is when somebody comes into this third spot here, again, payment goes to your sponsor, and then these kind of get wiped clean, so to speak, which means you can bring in your 4th person, which will pay you, your 5th person, which will pay you, and your 6th person, which again, kind of wipes everything clean and allows you to start over. So you can see the absolutely unlimited amount of times that you can cycle through these platforms, okay? Now, every matrix, every level of the platform, L1 matrix looks just like this. So your level 1 here, let's say, this costs you 100. Well, in fact, I'll go to the next slide here and we can show you. So this first one here costs you 100 TRON. That is part of the entry fee. So when you pay that 200 TRON, 100 of it is going to go here to the L1 platform, okay? So 100 TRON for the first platform, or I'm sorry, for the first level 200 TRON for the second level. And there again, you see you have 3 people before you cycle. Level 3 is 400, 600 for 4,000, and you can see it goes all the way up. And I'm sorry, I should do this so you guys can see. It goes all the way up to 25,000 TRON. Okay, so that is the level 16 platform. But what each of these does is allows you to basically have more profits. Okay, so we've taken that last slide and we've filled in a little bit to give you an idea of exactly what goes on here. So let's say that you came in on just that first level, that 200 TRON level, right? You've paid 100 TRON for this particular platform. You're going to get a payment of 100 TRON here. You're going to get a payment of 100 TRON there. And again, that's just by bringing in 2 people. So sharing this with just 2 people that you know is already going to pay for your initial investment. Okay. Now let's say you take that 200 TRON and instead of pocketing it, which you very well can, you can put that in your pocket, transfer it and say, you know what, that's all I'm ever going to do. And that's perfectly fine if you want to limit yourself and your profits. But let's say you don't want to do that. Let's say you invest that in the second level. So you're going to pay 200 TRON for that second level. So again, you've brought in 2 people. They've paid you that 200 TRON, so no more is coming out of your pocket, right? And you can open up that second level. Now here, you're going to get 2 more payments from those same 2 people. Again, we have that follow me system, right? So those same 2 people that you brought in are now going to follow you into level 2 when they decide to upgrade as well. You'll get 2 payments here, 200 and 400. So now you have 400 TRON in your wallet. And let's say this is great. You want to keep going, right? You want to keep investing. Well, that next table is 400 TRON. So you're going to take those profits and you're going to reinvest them in that third level. Now here, you get 2 payments of 400 each. So now 800 TRON is in your wallet. You want to continue to level up. So you're going to pay 600 TRON for that next level. But guess what? You now have 200 TRON in your pocket that you can do whatever you want to with, right? You can save them there if you want to in order to level up sooner. You could cash those out and say, okay, I broke even. So 3 levels in with just 2 people, you've already profited TRON, which is just amazing. Most comp plans out there, I don't know of any other comp plan out there that allows you to bring in just 2 people. Usually you have to have 5 or 10 or 20 before you see any kind of profit, right? This does it with just 2 people. So as you can see, we go through here, you're going to profit 200 from table 3, 200 from 4, 5, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, and it continues to go up until that level 16, where you're going to profit $50,000 at that, or I'm sorry, 50,000 TRON at that point in time, right? So Stephanie, help me out with the math. I'm sorry, I don't have my calculator up here right now. 50,000 TRON, what is that right now?
50,000 TRON is 1,500.
1,500. Now that's just from table 16. So you're going to get a $1,500 profit from just that table 16. So that doesn't include all of the other profits already that you've made on these other tables. Now, when you enter, you do have to do this sequentially, right? So you can't just jump to that 16 level table. You do have to go through all of the tables, which means that you've just profited a total of 88,900 TRON. And Stephanie, I can see you're already doing the math on that.
Yes, I am. That is 2,667.
So $2,600 is your profit, right? I mean, technically you've profited more than that, but you reinvested and you leveled up. You bought those other tables, okay? So after everything's said and done and all the tables are purchased, you still have profited $2,600 just by cycling once on these tables. So I'll recap. You come in for 200 TRON. You bring in 2 people that have the same mindset that you do. want to level up like you do, and they follow you throughout this system, okay? 2 people only, and that will profit you $2,600. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Platform 2 gets even better, right? L2 is what we call our team matrix. So you can see the individual tables, the matrices, they look a little bit different, not too much though, and it's still very easy to understand. Your sponsor here, you obviously in the middle, and then you see you have 6 places underneath you. These first 2 places, these are what we call our global spill spots, right? So 2 people, the first 2 people coming in here, those payments are going to go up to the global team. And I say up, but honestly, they can go anywhere. The contract is what determines where these places or who goes where. So the contract knows exactly where these payments are going to go. They go either up to maybe your sponsor, or even higher than that. They may go down to your downline. They may go laterally and across to other people that have come in at kind of the same level that you have. We don't know. All we know is that's where we get our global team spill from. Now the next 3 spots here, 3, 4, and 5, those payments go directly to you, okay? So let's say this is that L1, okay? Let's say that this is the $100 table. You've purchased this table for 100 TRON. You've now made 1, 2, 300 TRON just by filling this matrix. So you've tripled your investment for this table, okay, with just those 3 people. That last payment here, that one again goes up to your sponsor. So you're, again, well-deserved sponsor, right? They're the ones that brought you here and introduced you to this wonderful brand and this smart contract. But there again, it also cycles you, wipes everything clean so you can do it again. Okay, so again, just absolutely unlimited amounts of TRON can be made. So again, we're looking at the whole platform here. The amounts are the same as the L1 platforms. So 100 for the first table, 200 for the second table, 400, then 6, then 1,000, again, all the way up to that 2,500. Now I know all of you are more interested in what you can profit from these. So again, we've broken that down for you as well. This time it is a little bit different though. You actually earn, kind of go through it here for you. So again, you purchased this with your opening purchase of 100 TRON. These 2 go to the global spill, so we don't count those. These next 3 go to you, okay? So you've profited 300 TRON. Now, again, you see the benefit in this, so you're obviously going to, right? You're going to take 200 of that 300 TRON and purchase the next table. But guess what? You already have 100 TRON balance. So you've basically pocketed 100 TRON just by opening up that first table, bringing in 2 people, okay? Again, same thing goes here. These 2 go to global spill. You get 3 payments of 200 TRON, which is 600 TRON total. You use 400 of that to purchase the next table, and you've profited 200. So each of these tables, the profit goes up 600, 800, 2,000, 2,500, all the way up to 75,000 TRON. And again, just like in platform 1, all of these kind of accumulate as you go. So total profits for the L2 are 178,200 TRON. Stephanie, what is that? Right around 5,000, 6,000? You're muted, Stephanie, sorry.
5,346.
So $5,300 in the L2 platform. And again, you're simultaneously put in both of these platforms. So you don't have to choose which one to go with, right? You are put in both, which means all of your direct referrals are also put in both, and all of your direct referrals follow you through. So again, that's where we come up with, if you simply share this amazing opportunity with just 2 people, this is doable for you. Who doesn't need an extra $5,300, right? And that's if you just cycle once. What happens if those two people that you bring in go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to do the same thing, and I'm going to bring in two people, right? The profits just keep coming and coming and coming. We did total up the profits. Again, this is if you cycled just once on all 32 tables, so both L1 and L2, you would end up profiting 267,100 TRON, which, Stephanie, what, right around 9,000?
Right around 9,000, that's correct.
$9,000 just from cycling once, bringing in two people to help you cycle, okay? Now, again, you can cycle as many times as you want to. That's important to understand. This does not end with just this first cycle. You can cycle as many times as you want to. So this number could double, could triple, could quadruple, depending on how many cycles you go through. So again, that follow me system, we've talked about just bringing in two people, right? All of those numbers were based on two people. Well, let's see what it would be if we bring in just one more. Let's say just one more person, so three people total, right? If you open up what we call a 3x3, so you're gonna open up 3 slots on the L1 and 3 slots on the L2, right? Your investment is gonna be a 1,400 TRON for all 3 of those tables, okay? Now, let's say you bring in 3. Your profit is going to be 2,100 TRON just by bringing in 3 people. And again, them doing the same thing, them opening up those 3 slots as well. Now, what happens when those 3, again, see this awesome opportunity and say, I want to also bring in 3. So they're going to bring in 3 more, and your profits have now gone up to 4,200 TRON. Again, 3 people who bring in 3 people will net you 4,200 TRON. Okay, now that's just opening 3 tables, right? 3 tables on L1, 3 tables on L2. If you open double that, if you open 6 tables on L1 and 6 on L2, and bring in your 3 people, your profits have gone to 22,800 TRON. So Stephanie, I'm sorry, just do the math real quick, because sometimes it's hard for people to kind of correlate that.
Okay, which number?
So 4,200 TRON is how much USD?
It's $126.
Okay, so $126 here. If you bring in, or if you start on the 3 slots in each. What is 22,800 TRON?
$684.
So $684 here. So 100 and some here, 600 here. Stephanie, let's do the 16 by 16. If you come in and open all slots at one time, you're going to profit 532,800 TRON. What is that?
$15,984.
So you can see the benefit of coming in with as many slots open as you can, right? Because you're exponentially gaining profits just by bringing in those 3 people, okay? So we've talked about profits for 2 people. We've talked about profits for 3. Let's say you say, you know what, I've got 6 family members here, and I'm going to introduce it to all of them, and all of them are going to do the exact same thing I am. That brings your total, if you open all 16 slots, to 2,220,000 TRON. Stephanie, the math on that one is way more than my head could do.
$66,600.
$66,600, and that's right now, right? Right now, when TRON is still sitting at 2 cents a share. What happens if that doubles? You're now at over 6 figures. You're at $120,000.
Right, $133,000.
Right, and that's just if TRON doubles, which we know it's going to do. So let's say TRON goes to $1. Stephanie, what would it be if it was $1?
Oh gosh, $1. So I would multiply that by 100. So we're talking about 600 and let me see. I can't figure that one out. So it would be $1. So right now it's at 3 cents. So 66. It would be a lot of money, Amy.
It would be over $2 million.
There you go. I should have just
Okay.
multiplied added 2 zeros.
Exactly. And so you can see the amount, I mean, it continues to add up, right? And that's, again, as TRON continues to gain in the market and it continues to go up. So you can see you can be a multi-millionaire and TRON could only ever get to $1 and that would be perfectly fine, right? Because you're a multi-millionaire with TRON sitting at $1. Now, multiply that by 10 if it goes to $10. Multiply, I mean, if it honestly does what Bitcoin did and goes to literally $10,000 a coin, you would never have to worry about money again. Neither would your kids, neither would your kids' kids. That's why we say this is building a legacy. You are not only earning some income for you right now, which is going to help your family in the here and now in these times of pandemic and loss, but ultimately you are building a legacy for your family. You are building a financial future for your kids and your kids' kids. Just by bringing, that's 6 people, okay? That's doable for everybody. So many of you are saying, okay, how do I start, right? I mean, this is well and good and everything's great, but how do I get going? How do I start? It is very, very simple. You need a TRON wallet. So you're going to download a TRON wallet. You can download it on Android phones. You can download it on your iPhones. Or if you want to use your computer, you're going to download the TRON link extension through Google. Okay, all very simple. Once you get that wallet set up, you're going to want to fund that wallet with TRON. And there are different ways that you can get TRON, and we'll go through that a little bit here after the presentation. Once TRON launches, so once Lionshare TRON launches, you're going to get a link from the person who invited you here. You're going to use your wallet to follow that link and sign up. And then hopefully you've used this pre-launch period here to find some more people so that once you sign up and get your link, you can share that with them and first day be in profit, right? If you have, like I say, 3 people that are going to follow you into this program, you've already made profit as soon as you share that link and they sign up. And then we put in that well-deserved step 4, right? After all this launches, you've got your people in, you're sharing it religiously. You're just going to sit back and watch the amount of TRON in your wallet accumulate. I do have a downline in the Ethereum contract who was so surprised. He said he couldn't get rid of the Ethereum fast enough because as he spent it, it just continued to come in. And that's literally what these programs can do for you. So hopefully that answered a lot of questions, and hopefully it helped some people understand exactly what the smart contracts are all about, especially this one, the TRON contract. I think, Stephanie, are we going to open it up for some questions?
Yes. First, let me just say thank you very much, Amy. That was a very good, very thorough presentation as always, always so many details. And I'm looking at the chat right now. I think you answered some of these questions already, but if they have any more, let's see. One person wants to know, what is the benefits of opening more tables?
So as I kind of spoke here, you know what, I'm going to go back to my presentation. I'll screen share it again. So the benefits of opening more tables, as I said, it just brings in more income opportunities. Okay, so kind of the way I like to talk about this is, let's say you start just a typical 9-to-5 job, right? You're going to start here. And then everybody, as they work, they want to get those promotions, right? And those promotions are going to bring you more money, okay? And this is kind of the same way. So opening up as many tables as you can allows you to accept payments at all of those. So let's say you come in and utilize that 3x3 scenario that we were talking about. So you open up 3 tables on platform L1 and 3 tables on platform L2. That means you have 6 different ways that you can get paid. You're going to get paid off platform 1, 2, and 3 in L1, and you're going to get paid off of platforms 1, 2, and 3 on L2. Now, somebody that opens 6 spots on both of these platforms are going to have 12 different ways to be paid. They're going to be paid on the 6 tables that they opened in L1, as well as the 6 tables that they opened in L2. So the more tables you open, the more amount of money you can receive at one time. If you only open that first table, then you're limited to only accepting 100 TRON payments, and that's it. But if you open up 3, then you can, again, get 100, 200, and 400 TRON payments. Did that answer your question? Stephanie, you're muted, hon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it up. I have somebody who has their hand raised, so that way they can ask. And remember, guys, this is a private Zoom for our team. So this is where if you have a question, feel free to ask. We're going to go ahead and try to make everything as crystal clear as possible. So let me go ahead and unmute. I've got Crypto Dan right here. Okay, go ahead. You can unmute yourself now. Crypto Dan? Yes, we can hear you now.
My question is, can't I use my first wallet for the system? What I use the second wallet?
It's not very clear. I can't hear you very well. Can you type it in the chat and then we'll answer it?
Okay, let me do that.
Okay, if you have any questions, raise your hand, and this is the time to ask. And also remember, we're going to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning here, Central Standard Time, every day from now until launch. So feel free to invite your prospects. Feel free to invite your friends, those that have a doubt, invite your team, because sometimes they don't really have a grasp on the concept of how it works, and this will help them tremendously. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Crypto Dan, can I use Trust Wallet for the registration, or must one use a TRON wallet?
No, unfortunately, Trust Wallet will not work for this TRON contract. You can hold TRON in the wallet, but it will not connect to the Lionshare smart contract. So the wallet that we've been told to use that will connect is the TRON wallet.
Okay, Crypto Dan, so that should answer your question there. Okay, we have another one. We've got Samson who says, please more explanations about the wallet, TRON Link wallet, or just TRON wallet. And Amy, I had put on our training today that this is something that we should cover.
Sure.
So I think that we may be doing a Zoom on this, or at least a recording on how it can be done. So that way we can post it in the group and you can look at it at your leisure. But this is something that we'll cover. But for now, let's go over that really quickly for them.
Sure.
So the question was TRON wallet, TRON Link will be used both to subscribe or a particular one.
Okay.
So lots of questions on the wallet.
Sure. So it really comes down to what device you want to use mostly. Are you going to use your phone or are you going to use a computer? Okay. If you're going to use the phone, then TRON wallet, which is this icon here, it kind of looks like an envelope bird, I think. I don't know exactly how to describe that, but you can download this on, again, Google Play, so any Android phones, or on the Apple Store or the App Store for the iPhones. It's the same wallet. So I don't know if many people got confused with the Ethereum contract because depending on the device, you kind of had to choose which wallet. Lionshare made this one really easy by saying, okay, either phone or computer is the only difference. So if your phone is what you're going to use mostly, Tron Wallet is what you want to download. If you're going to use your computer, then use the Tron link, okay? Now this isn't an app or a program that you download. It's a Google Chrome extension. So if anybody's worked with Chrome in the past, I'm sure you've seen extensions in the past. It's something that runs in the background of your Chrome browser, and it allows you to link to the smart contract. So you just have to download that extension and then set up your wallet through the extension.
Okay, great answer. And like we said, if you're still confused by that, don't worry. A lot of people are. So we are going to make a video so that way we can walk you through on that. So that way everybody's ready when we need to be ready. We have another question, please. Provide a PDF breakdown on how the system works. Oh, is there one? Yes, there is. I will put it in the group. If you go to your upline or the person that invited you here, they should have one. If they don't have one, their upline should have one. But I will go ahead and place it in our Telegram channels, and I will also place it in the WhatsApp group. Let's see, Ben, you say, when is launch date? We all want to know that question. Everybody's been asking that question every single day. Okay, the latest that we have gotten, so here's an update. By the 16th, and I believe that today is, what is today's date?
Today is the 7th.
7th, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
10
14, 15. So we're talking about less than 10 days, less than 10 days. So let's just use that as our marker and understand this. The creator of Lionshare wants to be sure that you have a perfect smart contract, no errors. And what he has said is, if I am 100% sure that we have the perfect smart contract, it will come in early, right? We'll go ahead and launch early. If there's something wrong, then we're going to spend that extra time to give our programmers to make it right. So, I mean, I think ultimately I can trust in that, saying that they want the perfect one. They don't want to be rushed. They want to make sure that there are no mistakes, no more glitches, you know, like last time. They want to make sure it's perfect. But also something else that they did share with us is that they're going to give us a window before, you know, so that way they're not going to say, okay, we're launching, let's go. It's not going to be that way. They're going to say, the smart contract is ready and we're going to go ahead and start at X time. So that way everybody has, I want to say 18 to 24 hours to plan. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but they told me anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. And as soon as I know how long, I would say, I will tell you and we'll keep you updated. So that's a question of the hour, is when is it going to launch? And that's the most clear answer I can give. Okay,
Stephanie, let me just compound on that a little bit. Remember when I was talking about smart contracts in general, once these hit the blockchain, they can't be changed. So if there is an error in it, then we basically have to start all over and write the code all over again. So as soon as, again, there's a very small margin of error, right? It's not like you can put it in and go, oh, I wish I would have done this, and then just quick change it. It doesn't happen that way. So the importance of it being absolutely perfect the first time, I can't even describe what kind of importance that is, because again, we don't all want to, you know, we obviously trust them to know exactly what they're doing and to get it right. So they need to get it right the first time. So I myself am willing to give them as much time as did in order to do that.
And you know what? It gives us more time to get a bigger team, grow your
Absolutely.
team. You know, look at the positive way. Don't say, oh my gosh, another day or two. Look at it as, hey, I can invite 10 more people today, you know, and that's going to help you on launch date. So let's keep that positive mindset. Okay, we have another, go ahead.
Pre-launch is huge. You're absolutely right, Stephanie, because it's easier, I think, to get people in pre-launch than it is after, because after, everybody wants to know what you've made, right? Everybody wants to see the income, you know, how much have you made in 2 days or 3 days or whatever. So if you have those people in pre-launch right now, there is no proof, right? All you know is that Lionshare is a great brand. They've come out with an already awesome Ethereum contract. this contract is coming up and you don't want to miss it. And a lot of people tend to jump on in those pre-launch timeframes. So absolutely, I take it as I have 10 days to invite as many people now as I can.
And you know what? You're right, Amy. I hadn't thought about that. But as soon as you tell somebody about the opportunity, they'll ask you, well, what's your number? Because remember, we're transparent. So that means that they can go on the dashboard, enter your number, and see how much you've made. So pre-launch is a time to get as many people as you can in, because right now everybody's at zero. It's a blank slate, right? It's just our projection. And like I said, I am 110% convinced that Lionshare they're building a brand. They're not going to let this, go wrong. They're going to make sure it's perfect. So that way in the future, people will remember that and have more confidence when the next smart contract comes. Okay, we have another question here. Demolaire says, I am new to the crypto world. Any tips on how to succeed?
Honestly, I mean, being new to crypto, you're actually in a great spot. As long as you can follow directions, you will do well, in all honesty. Crypto it's a huge world, and I think I told Stephanie this when I first brought her into the first smart contract, because Stephanie didn't have any crypto knowledge coming in. And so when I approached her for this last contract, obviously she was hesitant. You say the word crypto and it automatically, for some reason, brings the word scam to mind. And unfortunately, there are just as many scams out there, probably, or maybe more, than there are real, true, tried and true programs, right? We can tell you, again, both Stephanie and I, for sure, you are stepping into a tried and true program. I have absolutely no worries about bringing this to my friends and family, right? I mean, we talk about risk, right? So when I think of risk, it's, if I get into this, am I going to want to bring my friends and family into it? Absolutely, 100%. I have no problem doing that. It's not going to scam them. You're not going to have to go back to them, 3 months from now and say, oh, I'm sorry, the company folded or they ran away with everything, right? That's not going to happen with this. So the risk is very minimal.
And remember, we've already given you I'm sorry, Amy, I'm going to
no, you're fine.
Interject there. We have the formula to success, right? The Follow Me program. So even if you're new, just knowing that you can have success by getting 3 people in is huge, right? Because I really believe everybody can get 3 to 6 people in. And so our blueprint is right there. If you just follow those steps and say, okay, I've got my 3. Now you 3, this is what you need to do. And you 3, it's all about duplication. You can get results with duplication. So it is doable. Remember, we are your support. Invite them to these calls. You can say, that's my team. You're part of the Master Elite Club, and that entitles you to a lot. We are working shoulder to shoulder with the founder, with the creator. We've had already 2 Zooms with them, right? Ensuring us that we are getting an early link. You're not going to hear this. We cannot say early link outside of this private Zoom. Okay, we've been instructed that, but because this is our private Zoom, I can tell you that we've been assured a early link at least half an hour before the launching. So this is why you need to get with the person who invited you, because obviously you're part of our group. Go back to them because they're going to give you the earliest link that you have. And that means that you can position yourself to get the most benefit out of you having your team members lined up and even being part of that global spill. So just make sure that you get back with that person that's here who invited you here. Okay, there are some more questions. I'm gonna move on. That same person asked, there are many smart contracts here and there. It's so confusing. Why choose Lionshare? What advantage do we have to move in with Lionshare?
So we've kind of touched on this already, and absolutely there are a ton of smart contracts out there. Lionshare, again, is, I feel, a tried and true contract. And the reason why I can say that is because I've already been through one of them with them, right? Mm-hmm. I was with Lionshare Ethereum about 2 months prior to it launching. So I've been with the brand pretty much since inception, since they started this, okay? They've proven themselves to me quite a few times. If I ever have a question, it's answered appropriately and promptly. They keep us up to date on all information, good and bad. When that Ethereum contract first launched, there was a lot of glitches in the first day, actually. I mean, I don't think I had a back office that I could log into for about 24 hours. I don't know, Stephanie, if it was the same for you. I know we kind of crashed the system when we came in.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and so it went down for a while, but yeah, and at that point in time, I can't lie to you, right? It crossed my mind that I was like, well, okay, I just spent X amount and it's probably not going to work out. But it did work out because they continued with it. They stuck with it. They brought us the bad news. They brought us the good news, and they fixed the problems with the site. Again, the smart contract itself was perfect, right? When they put it on the blockchain, and because it can't be changed, nothing with that was wrong. It was everything on the back end of it. The site went down, the servers went down, that kind of thing. Now they've learned from all of that, so I can say with almost 100% certainty that they're not going to let it happen with this TRON contract. So that's one. They're tried and true. They've always been there, good and bad. You know, they're very transparent as a brand. So experience, I mean, is two, right? Because I've already gone through it with the Ethereum contract. I have full confidence in them in this TRON contract and any contract coming out. I think it's very important for a company to, to kind of build their brand, and I think that is what Lionshare is doing. I'm not going to say, anything bad about the other smart contracts out there, but the things that kind of set Lionshare apart are the follow me system. Most smart contracts do not have that follow me system, right? So most smart contracts out there will require you to give up your direct referrals, at least one, if not two or more, where Lionshare doesn't. And even if this is, and we didn't go into this kind of a detail, but let's say you bring in 3 people, right? And let's say that second person you bring in has a little bit more TRON to bring to the table. So they actually purchase, say, a level or a table above you. So if you're sitting at table 3, they say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go to table 4. You will miss out on that very first commission on that person, unfortunately, because they jumped you, right? They went over you. But in Lionshare, unlike any other smart contract that I've ever seen, you will pick that person back up as soon as you upgrade to that same level. Okay, so you miss that first commission, but you say, I'm not doing it again, and you level up to table 4 and table 5. Well, then that means that you've picked up that person again. Again, that follow me system is truly a follow me system, and you will never lose your directs. Okay. Another thing that sets us apart is the fact that we can kind of, what do I want to say, adjust the entry prices as TRON goes up. So I've been a part of smart contracts, again, for 5 years. There are smart contracts out there that essentially have priced themselves out of business. Why? Because the crypto coin that they use has already gone well above $400, $500, $600. And so in order to get into these programs now, you have to upfront $1,000. And that's not doable for a good chunk of the people, especially now with these pandemics, right? Lionshare has thought ahead. They've planned for the future, and they can actually adjust that entry price so that as TRON continues to gain, we can adjust that price so that it's always affordable for everybody to get in. In 5 years, it's still going to be between $7 and $20 to get into this program, depending on where TRON is. In 30 years, when TRON gets up to $10,000 a share, it's still going to be within that $25 range. It's always going to be affordable. So those are the biggest differences that I've seen between Lionshare and other smart contracts.
I think one also that I've seen, which, I think it makes a big difference for me, is that in other smart contracts, once you were done with one table, you were forced to upgrade to the other one. So you could not keep your profits. And with Lionshare, they don't do that. You can cycle as long as you want on one table. We don't recommend that you stay there very long, but we know that life happens. We know that bills come up. We know that people get sick. We know that, the whole purpose of you having a business is to have money. So I think that it is a beautiful thing that Lionshare says, this is your business. And the moment that you're ready to upgrade to the next one on your time, then do it then. But you can hold on to your profit. It is up to you. So that's a big difference for me. Also, not only being a part of Lionshare, but being part of the Master Elite, it gives you a family community. We're a global team. We have people, Panama, the Philippines, Dubai, India, Nigeria, South Africa. We have people all over the world, but yet we are a global family. You know, we're always here to support you. We're always, I mean, on these Zooms, you're going to be able to be a part of your family here at 8 o'clock every morning, knowing my team is going to support me and they're going to answer all of my team members' answers, right? Or questions that they have. So that's another great thing of being part of our community here in Lionshare. Also remember that our creators, if you haven't been a part of the Ethereum smart contract, they like to reward, you know, people who work hard. They have ranks now in which if you meet a certain amount, they've already planned, I believe it was 3 trips. I know that there's one in December in Vegas, there's one in Bali, and there's one in Colombia, you know, so that's huge. We're talking about, that makes me excited that I can be a part of that. You know, all you need to do is the hard work. So knowing that the creators, right, the founders of this smart contract are saying, we're going to reward you for working hard, is another reason why I want to be a part of this. You know, I want to see my family once we get together and we're all up there. So that for me is really exciting. So just know that you guys are at the right place at the right time with the right people. You know, that's us. We're going to provide that community for you. We're going to provide that support for you. Oh, and also something else that came up. There is in the very near future an academy that's going to be set up throughout Lionshare. So that way, when your prospects come in and don't know anything about smart contracts, there's going to be actual education for them to access. So that way they can learn from it and then they can become one of your team members. So that's something huge. That's something new that has come out. Okay, let me go ahead and go through these. We've got more questions. It says, are you able to use the Brave browser to download the TRON link instead of Chrome?
No, it's got to be Chrome, unfortunately. TRON Link is a Google Chrome extension only, so no other browsers will work.
Okay, it says, yeah, they're just saying that there's so many smart contracts that are coming up. And I know that it is confusing, but like we said, Lionshare has already has a reputation of following through, right? Of trying to make this a people's contract. Let's see here. Somebody, okay, so they've just left some information. I think that, and we have some people with their hands up, so let me go ahead and unmute them. We have Fred here. You can go ahead and unmute yourself, Fred.
Hello.
Hello, yes, we see you, Fred. Hello.
How are you, Stephanie?
I am great. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good, good. What can I answer for you? What can we help you with?
As you know, I have many questions to ask. Number one, about Brave browser. It works with the extension. I'm using it on my laptop, and I'm using it for my all my smart contracts. So
Okay.
Brave work with extension.
Okay, so Brave browser will work with the extension.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see, great, and that's good to know. You know, that's why it's important for us to be here because we learn from each other. You know, we were told that
Yes.
it's just a Chrome extension, but now we've learned that it works. So Shannon, you asked that question, right? The Brave browser, and Fred here is saying that it has worked for him. So let's try it. But just, I'm pretty sure as we near the date, they will be giving us more information. But thank you, Fred, for that. I appreciate that. Okay, what was your other question?
My other question is, what's the benefit of starting from L1, not L2? That's the number one question. And number two, the second one is, she said we should take minimum of 3 slots in L1 and minimum of 3 slots in L2.
That is.
So,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That is a follow strategy, right?
Correct.
So what are the benefits? That's my question.
Okay, you want to go for it, Amy?
So let me rephrase just so I know I understand exactly what you're asking. So you're wondering what the benefits of opening 3 slots versus opening just the 1 slot on L2 and L3. Is that correct? I'm sorry, L1 and L2. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna find my slide here so we can go back. So again, benefits of opening those 3. Kind of, as I've already said, it gives you more options for payments. Okay, so not only can you get paid on that L1 table, but you're also going to get paid on the on the level 2 and the level 3 tables, right? So you now have 3 ways to get paid instead of just 1. That's the biggest benefit. Secondly, as your people follow you, you're guaranteed income on that L1 platform. Okay, the L2 obviously as well, that because of the global spill allows you to maybe get more spillover. Now, I never suggest that you just open up 3 levels and don't bring in anybody and count on spill, right? You can never count on overspill, but the more slots that you have open, the more opportunity for that overspill is there. Okay, so if I've only got the 1 table open, I can only accept spillover from that 1 table. If I have 6 tables open, I now have 6 different tables that I can potentially get spillover from. So the benefit to opening up as many as you can just opens up your opportunity for more income.
All right, thank you. But what about if I started, let me say I open 1 slot in L1, I move to L2, I open all the stages in S2, L2. Is it going to okay like that?
Right there. I mean, that it used to be on the Ethereum smart contract, you would have to open up on L1 to unlock double on L2. So it all did right now, from what I've heard, there is a rumor that maybe you're going to have to open them simultaneously, meaning when you open L1, which when you register, you're opening the first 2. Then you're going to open L2 L1, the second table. So that way you can open up table 2 on L2. You'll have to open L1 table number 3 to unlock number 3 on the L2. So that has not been clear. I have been asking that to see if it is like the Ethereum where you can do double on the L2. So right now it's an unknown. So what I'm doing is I'm preparing for opening both L1 and L2 simultaneously, sequentially. You know, that's my plan. Now, if it changes, well, then I can change my plan. But I think it's better for us to be more planned. You know, what is that word? To be over prepared than not to be prepared. So that is the only big question that I have about the smart contract. And what I'm doing is I'm going to all of the Zooms to make sure that I get all the information. I've been asking the question and I haven't gotten a clear answer. So as soon as we know, you know that we're going to be here at 8 o'clock every single morning, ask the same question and I will give you the answer that I have at that moment. So right now it's an unknown, but I'm preparing for me having to open all the tables to get the maximum benefit. That's what I'm planning for.
All right, you mean I should ask you tomorrow again?
Yes, because maybe it'll change. Today, I'm asking lots of people, you know, what have you heard? So I'm trying to get the answer every single day. So tomorrow at 8 o'clock, ask me the chat. Do you know about it? Keep on us. We're here to support you. Any questions that you have, give us those questions so that way we ask them at our meetings. So yes, do that, Fred.
All right. All
okay.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred. Appreciate it. Okay. Let me go to Newman here. Let me unmute you. You can unmute yourself now, Newman.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
I'm great, Newman. Where are you from? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Oh, from Nigeria. Okay, what is your question? How can we help you?
Thank you for the lecture, and I've actually been enlightened on the TRON contract. So basically, I would like to know what on the L1, I would like to know how much in total can you use to start up? How much? Like,
How much
yeah,
to
yeah.
start? Oh, you're breaking up there. Did you get that one, Amy?
I think he's asking how much it costs to start the system. Was that your question, Newman?
Yeah. How much does it cost to start the L1, not the L2, the L1?
So you have to start the L1 and the L2 simultaneously. You don't have a choice. The the 200 TRON, that's the minimum that you need in order to get into the contract. Now 200 TRON right now is right around that $7 USD mark. Okay, so $7 and you can start this amazing opportunity, this business.
So, okay, my second question would be, would it be possible to start with, let's 200 S2, S14? That is, okay,
You're breaking up there.
$21.
We can't hear you
Okay.
very well.
Can you start with $21?
With how many dollars?
I said, can I start with $21?
Oh, absolutely. If you have $21 in TRON, you definitely can start. $7 is going to, get you into the program. And then from there, you just start upgrading, until the money basically runs out. So, your 200 TRON is going to be gone in that first table, and then you're going to upgrade to table 2, let's say in the L1 platform. That's going to subtract obviously from your TRON. And then if you have enough, upgrade to the L2 level 2. So yeah, just continue to upgrade until the TRON's gone. And again, a good way to kind of make sure that you can upgrade sequentially and quickly is to bring people in. Okay, because Newman, as you bring people in, they're going to pay you directly to your wallet. So the TRON in your wallet is going to continue to grow, which means you can continue to upgrade quickly.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, we have another question here in the chat. It says, some of my team members were unable to download the TRON wallet on their Android, but they were able to download the TRON link on their Android phone. Any issue with that?
Nope, that will work as well.
Okay, good. All right, we have another hand up. Let me see here. Samson, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, good evening. I'm connecting from Istanbul, Turkey.
Oh, well,
Awesome.
welcome. Thank you. Good to see you here.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the seminar. It's so interesting. So I just want to say some just few words. I want to contribute a few words to what you people are saying here, because I joined the ETHEREUM smart contract, the lion's share ETHEREUM smart contract from the beginning. So, and the advantage that I saw in it was when I opened the slot in L2, I spent about $700 to upgrade in L2. So I was able to earn the money back the same day because of the overflow. So I'm very, very ready because I want to do the same thing. That was my first experience in joining a smart contract, So, but the benefit that I saw in it was I was able to get back all the money that I spent in opening those slots. Before I was ready to sign up other people. Of course, I was not waiting only for the spillovers. But that was the advantages that I saw in it, and I was really happy and impressed before I started referring my friends and my families and other people to it. So I think so many people are still in need of the lecture on how to educate them. Maybe some of us sometimes need to go back to the people that refer us to the meeting, to get some information, because some questions are not meant to be asked, After lecturing people, they will be asking you some kind of question that is not even, is different to,
Right.
difficult to understand. So, and the second thing that I want to ask is about, I was using this TRON wallet, normal TRON wallet. So, and they came up with the issue of this TRON Link wallet. And since the issue of this TRON Link wallet, it has been complicating a lot of things. All my my prospects, I've been telling them, download this one. They will download the TRON wallet. Then I'll go back again telling them about the TRON Link wallet. So it's a kind of, I have the TRON Link wallet in my phone. I have also the TRON wallet in my phone. So I don't know when we are going to solve this problem of this wallet issue, so that people will be certain about what wallet we are going to use. Thank you.
And thank you for sharing that testimony. So if you didn't hear him correctly, he took the massive action of buying $700 of the tables on L2, and he got his money on the same day. So it's reassuring. I also did the same thing. I invested a large amount of money on the L1 and the L2 and the Ethereum contract, and I had the money within 24 hours. I had that back. And after that, everything was profit. And as I got money in, I upgraded to the next table. So that's very reassuring. So you have people in here that have that experience of, yes, I'm investing this large amount of money, but I know that I'm going to make it back without a problem. So thank you for sharing that.
All right. Thank you.
Amy, the TRON wallets, I know that you're very well versed in those.
Yeah, unfortunately, Samson, I don't think you're always going to have a choice. And part of the reason is because, I mean, it's a personal preference. I personally like the TRON wallet over the TRON Link wallet. That's just my personal preference. But I think you're always going to have, it's kind of like in the Ethereum contract, right? You have the choice between Token Pocket, Trust Wallet, and Coinbase. And again, it's kind of a personal choice. You can download either the TRON wallet or TRON Link and use them. They're both going to connect to the contract just fine. The interfaces of both are a little different, and again, that's just a personal choice. So as you're bringing in people, give them the option. As somebody stated earlier, some people are having some problems with the TRON Link. With the TRON wallet on Android, so they're downloading the TRON Link, and that's going to happen. It's software incompatibility sometimes, so that's why you kind of have to have two options.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I think that I don't see any more hands up. Thank you, Samson, for that. I don't see any more hands up. Let me just tell you, if you think of something, reach out to us. And just know that tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be here as well. Just remember that when you join our team, we do have advantages. We have the advantages of we're getting updates all the time, and we're updating all of our people. You have the advantage of being in this really nice community. As you saw, there was a question, we answered it. We had somebody else who said, no, look, I've been able to do it. So we're a community. We're here to support each other. We're here because we want the other person to win, right? We want us to all be winners. Remember that we are going to have ranks. There are going to be different things that you're going to be privy to. And that early link is really important. And that's something that's been guaranteed. So just know that we're here for you anytime that you need us. Make sure that you go to the person who invited you here to make sure that they know that you are on the team and you have that strategy, right? You already know I'm coming in here to here. All right, now I know where I need to be. So just understand we're here. We're going to give you all the up-to-date information. And I see 2 more questions. So I'm going to get to those questions real quick. Excuse me. Let me see here. Samson, I think we answered yours. We have Ben here. Ben, are you there?
Hello, Stephanie.
Yes, we can hear
you.
you. We can hear you.
I just want to say thank you for the seminar and all that, but I really have a disturbing question. It might look stupid to others, but it's really troubling to me because we are on the same class.
Okay, Ben, you are breaking up.
We have the ability and all that and all that. But problem is now. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
You broke up a lot and I couldn't hear you very well. Can you try to repeat that one more time?
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, better.
Okay, I said
I chatted you up privately saying there are a lot of smart contracts coming up in my country, Nigeria, and it's really confusing. I don't know which one. All of them, Tron, Tron, Tron. So I don't really know which is which. That's one. Secondly, if one unlocks the whole, or say levels 1 to 10, is there a difference with is there a difference with unlocking the levels without people and unlocking the levels with people? Is there any difference?
Did you get that, Amy?
No, Stephanie, I'm sorry. Can you just rephrase it for me?
Yes, what he's saying is, right now there's just a confusion. There's so many smart contracts that are popping up in Nigeria, and it confuses him as far as, Tron here, Tron there. But his question is, if he were to open up to slot 10 and L1 and up to slot 10 and L2, would it make a difference whether he had a team or not?
So again, the more slots you open initially, the more chances you have for the overspill. So for example, Samson had kind of given us that that same scenario, right? But with the Ethereum contract, he took a leap of faith, so to speak. He put a bunch of money in, and without even referring anybody, he had actually made that money back, right? So that is possible to do in this Tron contract as well. Now, I will tell you that we know of quite a few people who are going to open up all 32 spots. So again, spillover is definitely going to be there. And if you open up a 10 by 10, 10 on L1 and 10 on L2, I would think that you would get some spillover there, absolutely. Again, spillover is not something that I say count on because it's so random, so to speak. But if you open 10 slots and 10 slots, I would think that yes, the spillover will be there for you.
Now, I will add to that. The spillover will be the greatest at the beginning of launch because everybody's trying to get in. So of course you want to do that as quickly as possible. But if you do not have a team, the global spill is going to slow down once, people have already come in and it slows that down a little bit. This is when you need your team to continue your own team spills. So the more active you are and you have a team, the more you're working on your own machine of global spills. So it is very, we recommend getting that team in place. We recommend that they, are ready and they do the follow me system. So that way they know that there are expectations. For instance, in our group on WhatsApp, we're a group of leaders. There are some people that said, you know what, I'm new to this, but they've made the commitment but I'm going to work on getting a team together. Because that's our expectations. We don't want people just to sign up and, sit back and say, okay, where are my spills? We don't want that because you'll be disappointed. We want people who are working, and just know that in our team, there are a lot of workers. So there is going to be that spill, but you need to work on your own. So that way, you know for sure that you don't have to count on anybody else. So does that answer your question, Ben? I think so. Okay, let me see. I've got Comrade here, who is also a leader in our group. Comrade, you want to come out and say a few words?
Yeah, good afternoon here from Nigeria.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, so actually, I don't have a lot to say, but I just want to welcome each and every one that have been in this meeting from the starting to the end, and those who joined late. But I just want to make each and every one of you to understand that you are here in the right team. You are in the global team. And in our team, we'll make sure that everyone is working. If you have problem with creating your team, building a team, you can always reach up to us. You can reach up to us. We are always there to help you. We are not a selfish leader. We are not a greedy leader. We are leaders that want everyone they are working with us to grow. So I want us to be rest assured that you are there in the right place. Just make sure you get your Tron wallet or your Tron link ready. You get your Tron, you get your wallet funded, you get your team, and be ready to open a lot of slots. And as well, be ready to, tell your team members to open a lot of slots as well. Then you're gonna come here and give a lot of testimony. Yeah, this is how it's gonna work because we are ready to rock this and this is gonna be a boom. So that's all I got to say.
Okay, thank you, Comrade. And along with Comrade, we also have other leaders that are here. Let me see if Claudio is available. You can unmute yourself. Okay, if Claudio is not available, we also have Juan Carlos. And remember, we are a global team, you know, so we come from all parts of the world. My advantage also is that I'm bilingual, and this is one of the reasons why I've made it to this team. I have Juan Carlos, who was also my mentor and guide. And I mean, he has been such a help to me, both professionally and personally. So I've grown a lot since meeting him. So Juan Carlos, you want to say a few words? Mhm. Okay, thank you, everybody. We're going to go ahead and close it off. 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. We're here. Bring your people. Okay, you can count on us. So thank you very much, everybody. We're going to be going. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good one.